Okay, it's time, folks. It is time. We are heading out in one more day. So one more day until we head out. Lots of stuff that we're still curing. Bear hide's getting close to done. Need more water, though. Can we start a fire in this? Is it too early for fire? Nope, not too early for fire. Almost all cured. Coming along. Okay, we push on, push on, push on, push on. Okay, we got so much food, we're just going to do burdock tea instead. Just so we have more options. Okay, so let's see how we're doing tea-wise. Getting close. Oh, big wind. Error? This is kind of a bonus stream. I wasn't certain if I'd finish my homework, so I didn't plan on streaming tonight, but turned out we did it. We turned it in by 7, so the rest of the night. Thanks for the hydrate. No, I'm pretty confident about it. I think there's a few things I'm not absolutely 100% on, but it's the first assignment in an intro to database design class, and I'm probably overthinking some of the things. How about you? How was your Monday? We had some unexpected excitement tonight in our building. There was a fire alarm that went off and we all had to vacate. Turned out someone was... Fire department came by and they poured back to everyone and said someone was playing with matches. Like, what are we, in grade school? Okay. Just woke from an after-work nap. Oh, that was better than standing outside waiting for the fire department. Oh. Okay. And of course, Aurora. Middle of the night still. $97, so close. 91, 9%. No, I don't want a blizzard when we go out. Oh, this sucks. It's 2:09. We need to leave. Oh, it got worse? Okay, it passed. Okay, good, good, good. Okay. Not over yet.
I can barely walk with this much gear.
Take it? I guess we'll take it. Taking everything. Oh, we're heavy. Alright, we just got to get to the other side. Then we have to get to a safe base. I'll find out what our number is when we get there. Low number, we may not do much. We may just empty the travois on the tracks and run to where we need to go. High number, we take everything with us. Yeah, I'm excited to get out of here. We, generally speaking, know how to survive Forlorn Muskeg, so I'm not too worried. It's just that we have a big target on our back with all the food and the travois. Okay. Life should get easier once we pass over this blockade. We'll get over on the other side, and we can load up our travois. We'll have fewer things to carry. Just drag, drag, drag. Landslide. Okay. Get the meat in there. Put most of the water in there. You can put the broth in there. Put most of these in there. Put these in there. This in there. Need to make more torches. Forgot, I'm going to stick all these in there too. I don't see a wolf over there. Gotta pay very close attention. Listen for wolves. Deer, no wolf. It's like we're carrying Walmart with us. We got so much stuff. How in the world? Man. Mountain climbing. Hey, time to get out of here. Okay, it is time to roll, friends. Time to roll. We are in Forlorn Muskeg for how many days? Up to 20. Well, let's get our dice roller out, and if you want to bet or guess how long it's going to be, we'll give you 10,000 points if you get it right. What do you think, roller? Oh, Kane's in. 4, 9. Anyone else? Get it right, 10,000 points. 3, says Rootbeard. You guys are all kind. Let's go. 3, 2, 1, roll. 3. 3 days. Rootbeard is right. Score, Rootbeard. So let's see. Add points. There you go. We've got all the money in the world. We got only 3 days here. That drastically changes our plan here. I think what that says to me is that we are going to take advantage of the light.
Come on,
we're
little
going to
fire.
start a fire. We are probably going to empty our travois here.
Oh, yeah. That's a good one.
Okay.
I'm gonna have to leave some of this gear behind.
Three days. We're going to Bleak. You know what? I think we just take all our stuff. Yeah, I think we just take all our stuff. We eat something before we go. Take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's too many.
This pack is getting too heavy to carry.
Have to go to Bleak. Which way are we going to go? I think we'll go up and over this way. Oh, we should update this. This is now... We're on 209. We've got FM for 3. So we'll leave on 212. Okay, so I think we're going to go up and over this way, minimize our wolf contacts. Oh, no worries. I was not certain I'd actually be on tonight, so this kind of bonus stream. I have classes Monday nights and Tuesday, well, Monday and Tuesday, so that usually means I have homework due Sunday and Monday. But I finished my Monday homework a few hours early, so worked out okay. We are at 62. We're fine. Really, we're fine. So yeah, our plan is basically we're going to make it to the cave. Then the next day we're going to go to Spence's. And then the next day we're going to go to Bleak. But we should be able to hunt some wolves and some deer. When we get to Spence's, we should be fine for food. We'll keep an eye out for tea up here too. We'll go on foot as long as we can until our torch blows out. When the torch blows out, we will go full travois, I think. Three days. We can definitely do 3 days. We'll be at 212. Then we'll be in Bleak. I am hoping for a short stay in Bleak. Yeah, that's right. We have to go from the other side. After this tree bridge, we should be able to just haul straight through. No more than a week. Yeah, if we have a short Bleak and a short FM return, well, that'd be funny. We'd have all dragged all that meat along, and it would be a big target. But hey, we prepared. We prepared for the worst. We're not even going to use all that meat. Yeah, we brought 54 kilograms of meat in, and we're only going to be here for 3 days, and we're not even taking it anywhere. But most of that meat is really just for our second visit. Like, if we come back and we get a long stay, then we will be grateful to have food supply ready to go. If we had come in earlier in the day, we would have probably tried to push to get to Hat Creek instead. But it just would have been a lot more of a battle to move that much meat through all those wolves and possibly a bear. We have wolves? Oh, I would have thought there would be wolves here. Should be wolves. Really surprised. Oh well. We'll just stay here overnight, eat our meat, move on. Yep. Backpack no one can touch. Yeah. Okay.
Come on, little fire. Come on.
That's a small piece. Should have taken larger pieces. Hey Minty. Why did I line them up? I like knowing exactly how much I have. One of the things I like doing is lining them up in threes, because if each 1K piece of meat, it takes roughly 3 kilograms of meat to feed yourself and stay well fed. So that tells me how many days of food I have on me. So anyways, it's just simple. Like, for me, I like to have them lined up so I can count how many days I have. Okay, let's do some shout outs here while we're here. Okay. No root beard. Oh, you just started the game. Oh, you have such a journey ahead of you. I think you're going to have a blast. It's a challenge, and it's a challenge that keeps unfolding. Like, there's always new levels to the challenge. If you're willing to, if you watch other people, you start to see that people create their own constraints and limitations to even up the ante a little bit more. But you can just play the game and any of the difficulty levels, and there'll be some form of challenge that you'll have to figure out, which I think is fantastic. Yeah. No one with clips today. I'll try Minty.
Got him. All right. As long as you don't run into like one of the big ass dudes, I think we'll be all right. There's guys that are fucking massive. All right, this way. All right, while we're here, we're gonna test out music.
Okay. Let's just break down some more torches. Oh, no worries. No worries. You like that? That's my custom wolf bark. Yeah. Made it myself. Yeah, let's see what else we got here. We've got all these extra bows. What are we going to do when we have the deer cured? These will be done overnight. Our stink is going to drop a lot. Once everything cures, it no longer stinks and no longer attracts... well, once the guts cure, they won't attract the wolves and stop stinking. The hides, I don't think really draw anyone in. Meat obviously draws enemies in. You know, the wolves will pay attention to that.
I'm not going to be able to carry this load for much longer.
Astrid can't find Febreze. Nope. Not to save her life. Okay. So yeah, if you're new, then you might not know about the challenge we're doing. So I came up with this challenge about a year ago. It's called Roll With It, and basically it is an interloper run in which every time we enter a new region, we roll a die and it tells us how long we're going to stay. For the first 50 days, it's not too bad. It's 1 to 10 days in each major region and 1 to 4 days in each transition zone. But after day 50, things get more complicated. Transition zones go to 1 to 6, and major regions go to 1 to 20. And then at 100 days, transition zones become 1 to 8, and at 150 days, transition zones become 1 to 10. So yeah, you can end up spending 10 days in some pretty resource poor places, and you could also have to rush across a really big region in only 1 day. So there's some interesting challenges that emerge, just like micro challenges within the larger challenge. But I find this is a really good way for me to push myself in my gameplay and strategy, as well as to really learn how to live off the land if I'm stuck there for a long time, or how to improve my wayfinding across like regions I don't really know very well, which you'll get to see at the end of this challenge when I go to Blackrock. And I'm terrible at Blackrock, and pretty much every single failed attempt at this challenge, almost all of them have failed in Blackrock. So yeah, exactly. It could be miserable. Yeah, that's what we did. We went to Zone of Contamination, new zone in the far territories, and I'd never been there before, and I rolled a natural 20, so I had to spend 20 days in Zone of Contamination, not having ever been there before. And relying on a very minimal, like I would scan the maps a little bit, but for the most part, I was just like trying to read the landscape and figure out where to stay. And it worked out. You start to recognize that there are little hints that the game gives you that there might be a cave or it might be a path somewhere. Usually it's with the rose hips. We see clusters of rose hips then. And that's usually a hint that there's some sort of path or cave ahead. Not always, but often. Often there's something. Yeah, I used to play, when I first started playing the game, I played primarily, like after I played story mode, I went and I played Stalker. I decided to start in Stalker, and I really enjoyed Stalker. Look at that. Okay, so we've got a couple options here. I think... So, one thing we can fix, these are at 76 and 80. But, you know what we really kind of need to fix? I hate to say it, but our travois is getting pretty beat up again. So, I think this is the first one that gets repaired. Okay, so I hate having to postpone fixing our gear clothing, but 150. Okay, it's 25. Okay, this one's partially eaten. Okay, we are currently on day 210. Let's see. 210. So we got in here on day 209, so we're now 1 day in. Um, okay, we finished that. We need to make our way to Bleak Inlet. I'm gonna wait an hour and see if the weather improves. Yep, it does. Okay, we are gonna take all our stuff and travel. So books. Nope, too foggy for... It's going to be a wolf somewhere. I think we'll try to go to the, Here comes the wolf. Yep, sometimes you don't have to take the shot. Our goal is not to kill a wolf here and then have to drag the meat again through hostile territory. Our goal is to get closer to a safe place and kill the wolves and drag the meat back to the safe place. Now, I do think 3 days, we know we have to come back here. There's a wolf coming down. And it ran away! We smell really bad. We're wearing a bear coat and a wolf coat. We smell like trouble. What is it? You do an custom stalker, loper settings with extra wolves, but guns. I guess with the guns, it's not too bad. Ah, that was a waste. I didn't mean to let go. It was like, oops. Now I fired the shot off into nowhere. Now we have to go find that arrow. Probably went pretty far, too. We got all crappy torches there. That was pretty sad. Like, I jerked the shot, and it just went wide, really wide. Who knows where it went? Here's the problem. We don't really have enough arrows that we can afford to lose arrows like that. The worst would be if it got stuck in a tree. See if I can see the arrow. Almost certainly went pretty far. Is it gone? I just want my arrow back. However it went, wherever it went. I know it went far, I just don't know where it is. What was it? Nope. Where did my arrow go? I don't think I'm ever going to find that arrow. I think it's gone. What do these guys really want? That was a waste. Where are you, buddy? We can hear you. They're skittish. They're not letting me get a chance to finish the shot. Hey, I'm getting kind of tired of this. Hey, buddy, come for me. No, that's not where I want you to go. Well, actually, I guess it's okay. That's where we're headed. So yeah, we only have 12 arrows. We only have 12 arrows. I can't remember where I left the hammer. That was a really dumb mistake I made at one point. was I left the hammer somewhere where I usually don't leave the hammer, and now I can't remember where that was. I didn't make a note of it. There's just no record of it now. I have no idea where the hammer is. And without the hammer, I can't forge replacement arrowheads, and I can't restock my arrows. So yeah, that kind of hurts. I'm going to put the fire right next to the bunker. Oh, really? Okay. Yeah, all I know about poisoned wolves is that they have no edible meat. And that sucks. Because there are plenty of them, and they're just useless. Oh. Come on, we can do better than this. Oh, that was terrible.
I've never felt so cold in my life.
Okay, shelter up here. Extra cans. Basically nothing else here. Good for water for a while. Okay, so I was hoping that there might be something here, but there's not. So that kind of sucks. Okay. Yeah, we can do that. Okay. So, you saw vegan Mofogo. Okay, let's read someone else's poem. So that's something we do on this channel. I am a writer. I'm also a creative writing instructor, and so we're going to read some other people's poetry. Sometimes we read from my own work. I'm the author of 2 books of poetry as well. But we're going to go with someone else's work, and I'm trying to think who we should go with today. Just think if there's anything on my shelf that I want to read right away. Let's go with... Okay. I think I'll actually pull it. The font is a little bit on the small side. Type's a little small on this one. I'll have to pull out my reading glasses. We'll see that. Let's see. Let's read something from Larry Levis, one of my favorite poets. And we'll read something from his collection Elegy. I'll introduce you to something. Some of these are kind of long, so I'm looking for something that's appropriate size here. Oh, that was kind of long. Long. A little too long. Okay. Boy in video arcade. Some see a lake of fire at the end of it, or heaven's guesswork, something always to be sketched in. I see a sullen boy in a video arcade. He's the only one there at this hour, shoulders slightly bent above a machine. I see the pimples on his chin, the scuffed linoleum on the floor. I like the close-up, the detail. I like the pointlessness of it, and the way it hasn't imagined an ending to all this yet. The boy never bothering to look up as the sun comes out in the late morning because, big deal, the mist evaporating and rising, so death blows his little effing trumpet. Big deal, says the boy. I don't see anything at the end of it except an endlessness. The beauty parlors, the palm reader's unlighted sign, the mulberry trees fading out before the billboard of the chiropractor. The lake of fire's just an oil speck. I don't see anything at the end of it, and I suppose that is what is wrong with me. Among the other things, it's slow work because of all the gauzy light. It's hard to pick out anything. Okay, kind of an odd poem. Boy in video arcade. Yeah, okay. I think I probably could have gone with one of his other books too. There's a lot of shorter poems in there that would make more sense. But yeah, Larry Levis was the writer that came out of the workshops taught by Philip Levine in Fresno, California. And was a very skilled writer, one who imagined deeply. So this is Larry Levis. And that was Boy in the Video Game Arcade. It was kind of his imagining of the end of the world. What does it look like? None of these apocalyptic scenes. It's just this boy in an arcade. Okay, so we ate some more meat. Are we going to get serious about killing that bear? Or not that bear, that wolf? I think we should. Well, actually, let's warm up first. Let's get a tea warm up here, and let's rip up our old sticks too. Let's do that first. Get some new torches. So how many torches do we have right now? Not many, and they're all pretty bad. Okay. So let's... Oh, that's terrible too. Better. Oh, sorry. There we go. Got so caught up in doing poetry. We're just pulling some new torches, and I'm going to warm up some teas here as well. Let's do the burdock this time. Okay. Let's see if we can pull in this annoying wolf. Burdock Saints, that's what it is. There he is. Why is he so skittish? Just really is annoying. Don't get a chance to train the bow on him and he's already gone. He's hungry. Kind of desperate. Just get him in the head. Good enough. Score. Anyone else coming? We need more sticks. Try once again to see if we can find our missing arrow. Which I really don't think we're going to find, but... Okay, the fog's cleared enough that if the arrow can be found, we hopefully will be able to spot it now. What's that? Or I think it's just grass. Here's the other guy. In the butt. Well, this guy's a fat one. Yeah, I'm pretty close to ready to give up on finding that arrow. This is just going to be another stick, isn't it? Yep, it's just another stick. Okay. Okay, it's time for us to set up a travois. We just want the meat. That's all we need.
Come on, little fire.
there a wolf out there? No. Let's see, let's take this. Move up to the other one.
Perfect.
Okay, we need some more torches here. Or not torches, we need more sticks. Okay. Okay. Then we're going to rush back over here, drag our travois over. We'll head back to the bunker, sleep overnight in the bunker. Okay. Still so many torches to rip up. If weather is good in the morning, we might run across the ice over to Hat Creek and try to get any hides that we left behind. That would be really helpful. Because I swear we must have extra birch and extra hides somewhere. Or we just leave it and expect to come back and get them on the return trip, which is also very plausible.
The sun is setting. It's gonna get a lot colder soon.
Okay. Yeah, I don't think we have time to go to Hat Creek. We already spent one day here. This is the end of the second day. So this is right now. Yeah, we're going to have to leave in the next day, so. I'm gonna just take everything out. I'm gonna leave the meat outside. And the raw meat as well. Yeah, talking to there's something that acidic virus mentioned is that keg stand is now pretty much impossible in the current version of like the most recent release for Long Dark, because scurvy makes it nearly impossible to work. So if you want to do keg stand, you either have to relax the rules or you have to accept that you'll have to do the way back, like you have to do the time machine thing, go back and use an earlier build in order to do keg stand. Are we on 211 or 212? Nope, we're still 211. Okay. We got 1 day left. Why are we so heavy? Oh, because we got all this stuff here. And we haven't let this finish up here. That was our mistake. We forgot to drop those. Almost done. Would have been done if we'd remembered to drop it. Okay, so let's drop these bows for now. We don't need to carry all of them. Okay, we can start a fire. Hey, I'm going to check Spence's to see if we left anything behind. I don't think we did, but it's worth a shot.
Come on, little fire. Come on.
We need stuff. Yeah, one more day. One more day and then we're out of here. Anyone else out here? No, I guess we got the wolves. Hey, Gaming Zookeeper. Welcome in, Raiders. We are enjoying the really short stay in FM on our Roll With It challenge. We only had 3 days here, and we've got 1 day left. Then we go to Bleak. Let's do a shout out here.
Oh, it spawns over here? What? Oh my gosh. I'm done. I didn't even realize it spawned in this cave, guys. Oh my gosh. Alright, so can we ignore that complete embarrassment? Let's just pretend that didn't happen, alright? Let's just pretend. I'm gonna pretend that didn't happen.
Lots of metal. Missing torches. Stuff we didn't end up using. Now, if there's anything here, it's going to be back at, oh, what's this? Lead. Totally useless. Okay, so it looks like if there's anything we want, we probably left it back at the, ooh, can we do this? Can we make it back? I don't think we can do that. We'll save the trip to Hat Creek for our return from Bleak Inlet, and we'll just trust that we will have a okay stay. Wondering, since we just got here, what day is it? Yeah, so what's our day? We're currently on day 211. So we only had 3 days here, and we've made it through 2 of them, and we leave on day 212 to go to Bleak Inlet. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to pack ourselves up and head to another cave. Closer in. there anything we need? We take all our stuff with us. I think we left some meat behind, but we'll be okay. Lots of other food here. So what's the goal? The goal is visit every single region in the game. But the trick is we're doing an interloper and we roll a die and it tells us how long we're going to stay. And we don't roll that die until we arrive. So every time we step into a new region, we find out how long we're going to stay. So major regions are 1 to 10 days for the first 50 days of the run. And then after day 50, it goes to 1 to 20 days. And transition zones, like Crumbling Highway or Winding River, are 1 to 4 days initially, and then after 50 days go to 1 to 6. And at 100 days go 1 to 8. And at 150 days they go to 1 to 10. So you could spend up to 10 days in Crumbling Highway. So, yeah. So we've had quite the run so far. We have visited almost all the regions. We have Bleak Inlet, Keeper's Pass, and Black Rock left. That's it. That's all we have left. But we're fine. We don't have to... Do we want to pick up this guy? Nah, we'll leave him for later. Yeah. See if any wolves out here. Now, one of the problems we have is that I have misplaced my hammer. I can't remember where I left the hammer. I should have made a note on it, and I forgot it. And now we don't have the ability to forge new arrowheads. And once we leave Forlorn Muskeg, we're basically out of luck. We're going to continue to be without new arrowheads for the rest of the run. And we're down to 12 arrows. So I can tell you one thing, when we get to Black Rock, we are not having... Oh, and we're almost... I think we're also out of birch saplings. Which I suspect I left some behind at Hat Creek. So we either find new birch saplings on our way, we find them in Bleak, or we find them in Black Rock, which would suck. We don't want to do that. Yeah, we've had quite the adventure already. So if you want to get a sense of how it's been for us, we started off in HRV with 9 days where we spawned, and we stayed 9 days. And you have to leave exactly on your exit day. You can't leave early, and you must be out by midnight, regardless of weather or other circumstances. And so, like, along the way, we've had some short stays, like 1 day in Mystery Lake, 24 hours only. 3 days in Ash Canyon, but we've also had like 20 days in Timberwolf Mountain, 20 days in the airfield, and 20 days in Zone of Contamination. And that visit to Zone of Contamination was my first visit. I've never been to Zone of Contamination. So I had to survive in a brand new zone, knowing basically nothing, for 20 days. So we somehow made it out. And we didn't get poisoned either. We killed a lot of wolves. We killed the bear. The bear is actually what fed us, because obviously all the poison wolves are useless to us. Yeah, thanks for the follow. Yeah, I hope you enjoy these kind of wacky, ridiculously random challenges that I do. But yeah, the closest I've gotten on this challenge is I made it to the very last region, which was Black Rock for that run as well. and I was on day 262, and it was our first night in the region. We arrived at night because we can't enter until the date rolls over on the in the stats. And so we arrived at night. It was a blizzard, and we got lost after entering Black Rock. We got turned around in the blizzard and ended up trapped against a cliff face and surrounded by a pack of timber wolves and got torn apart. Now, we had rolled 17 days for our stay, so it was already going to be pretty brutal. But we didn't even make it through the first day. It was really sad. 262 days of surviving everything else. This is before zone of contamination. Everything else, and then we died on the first day in Black Rock, which was sad. I've had other ones where I've made it like a few days in Black Rock, but it was earlier in the run, and it wasn't the wasn't like sort of the final ending moment of the entire thing. So that was really sad to survive everything to the very, very bitter end, and then lose it. Oh, no worries, no worries. Oh, we got company over there. There's a moose. Hey, thanks, Vanderwagon, for the sub with your Twitch Prime. Much appreciated. Okay. Are all the wolves, like, scared of that moose? Not coming out to play with us at all. Oh, it occurs to me we should have gone back for our hides. There's a bear hide. Oh, we can leave our stuff here and come back for it. That's fine. We'll be lighter if we dump a bunch of stuff in here. Maybe we'll even harvest that deer. So, like, the last few times we visited for Forlorn Muskeg, we didn't come to this side of the map, so or this section, this corner. So we're just taking advantage of the fact that there's some teas that we didn't have before. Hey, no worries, no worries. Take care. Thanks for joining us and hanging out. So those of you who came in with the raid, I'm Babbaginator. I'm a Canadian streamer based in, well, I was about to say Saskatchewan, Canada, but I'm actually in BC right now. So I am, look at us, all our sticks here. Yeah, I'm a Canadian streamer based in Vancouver, BC, and I am a writer, the author of 2 books of poetry. I'm also a former computer games programmer and a longtime D&D nerd. That plays a lot and DMs a lot of D&D. So let's see how we're doing torch-wise. We're going to drop a lot of stuff right now that we don't need. Our torches are in terrible shape here. Okay. Pretty much in full belief that safe house customization and trader will be. Oh yeah, yeah. I think that's, yeah. They're definitely doing that. we should be getting the rest of that in. But that's going to be at the end of the year. I left my ski pants in Saskatchewan. That much is
Walk
true.
with this much gear.
Okay, and what else do we not need right now? We can drop all this stuff. Okay, now we can book it. Book back, grab our... Totally forgot. Your gut says before May. Well, that's ambitious. No time to ski. Yeah. Well. Yeah, I've been busy with schoolwork, so. This is my second master's. I already did a first master's in fine arts, creative writing, and a PhD in literature and creative writing. And then, after a few years working in consulting, I decided to come back to school and do a master's in library and information science so I can work as a professional librarian. Yeah, as long as you don't leave your wallet in El Segundo, yes, that would be true. Okay, so we moved our stuff to the other side, and we realized we actually want to have our want to be carrying our bear hide and I think the other deer hide if it's ready to go. We'll go back and collect those. Oh, I see more teas. So we're going to have a lot of time to make teas. Oh, you know what we could do? Oh, actually, no, it won't be here. I was going to say. It only happens in Stalker, so it could show up here. Do we want the deer? Yeah, I think we'll be fine. Worst case scenario, we'll snack on our cattails because we've got tons of those. Okay, we're gonna work our way back to the bunker, and then maybe we'll see if we can make it all the way back to the other cave, and then we'll be good to go. So one approach actually would have been for me to go all the way over to the cave to Bleak Inlet and use it as part of Forlorn Muskeg. When you have transition caves on this challenge, you have the option, well, you get to choose which region it's going to belong to if it connects two regions. But once you make that choice, that's it. That's how it has to stay. So if we choose to use it as part of Forlorn Muskeg, then when we get to Bleak on the other side, we can't stay in the cave at any point in our stay in the region because it's not considered part of the region. But we don't use it when we're in Forlorn Muskeg. We reserve the right to use it as part of Bleak, which is not the ideal way to finish the challenge, but it is a way to finish the challenge. And I'm reserving that just for the possibility that I get a one-day stay in Bleak, in which case I don't really want to travel a long distance. I want to, you know, keep it fairly simple. Okay, we have extra meat here. We're fine. If anything, we probably should take it with us. 99. It's almost done. So close. So maybe we just stay overnight. Tough call. All those extra sticks we're going to use up right now. Cook up the last of the meat.
Come on, little fire.
So if you missed the start of the stream, we moved from Broken Railroad into Forlorn Muskeg, and we took our travois and we packed it full of meat, like 54 kilos of meat, and we dragged it in. And then we rolled 3 days, and we thought, there's no way it's going to be worth dragging this meat all the way to this side or to the other side. We'll just dump it all at the exit as an emergency stash of meat for when we return from Bleak. If we need it, we can circle the periphery, grab the meat, haul it over, deal with all the wolves, and if we get a bear, you know, we can do that. So if we get a long stay on the return, then it's great. If we get a short stay when we return to Forlorn Muskeg from Bleak, then it pains for me to say this, but I think we may abandon most of the meat. It's just too much work to move it around. Unless we deal with the bear and the wolves, and then we can haul it across the region.
It's getting dark out here. Time to look for shelter.
Yeah, too windy to make the trip back. 10 minutes. At this point, we're just making a stockpile of water for our return. We're not going to use all this before we leave. We do need more tea. We will make more tea. Yeah, we've got plenty of tea now. Oh yeah. Okay. Got lots of torches again to bust up. Break down. Okay, so next stream, our goal is to get into Bleak, which will not be difficult, but then staying in Bleak will be the part that will be interesting. With a short stay, we even have enough sticks and cloth that we could build ourselves a shelter if we really wanted to do it that way. Otherwise, we will head to. We could take out a bear and eat and stay in the bear cave. There's a lot of options for places to stay, so it's not that bad. Okay. Okay, we are now officially on 212, which means it is time for us to go. But we'll do that next stream. It's getting late here for me. We have not visited Bleak on this run yet, so this will be one of the 3 regions we have not visited yet. Bleak, Keeper's Pass, and Blackrock. Okay. Oh. Let's see how bad it is out here. Whoa, it's terrible. Okay. We have plans. We know what we're going to do if it's this bad. If it's this bad, we'll just go in the blizzard. We won't provoke from anyone. Okay, so that's our save. We are currently on 212. Yeah. Let's update our records here. 212, and how many wolves did we kill? We have killed 68. Okay. So let's get ready to. Maybe we'll read one poem and then we'll exit out. So let's see. We'll finish off by reading something else, something by me. Okay, we'll read that. This is from my second book of poetry, Babbage's Dream, published by Sundress Publications in 2017. Revolves around the history of computers, the life and struggles of Charles Babbage, a computer pioneer for the 19th century. Mathematician who built or designed, partially built, but never finished what would have been the first computer. And we are going to read one of the poems that comes from a series of poems that are inspired by programming terms. This one refers to, this is long, which refers to the long integer type. But it's also a riff on the idea of long and really large things. Long, a fundamental type for declaring long integers. As long as possible, the story continues while there is breath in the iron-lunged moon, while the stars inch onward in their slow, unremitting deaths, the night unspooling the horizon's dark line, while the cicadas call from the edge of the earth, while there is room enough to receive, while there is rain. Sorry, this is really sad. I'm like old enough where I need to wear my reading glasses to read my own stuff. Sad days. Okay, we'll try this again. Long. As long as possible, the story continues while there is breath in the iron-lunged moon, while the stars inch onward in their slow, unremitting deaths, the night unspooling the horizon's dark line, while the cicadas call from the edge of the earth, while there is room enough to receive, while there is rain, the parking lots forming oceans, the alleys rivers, the old lady on the corner in her bed of papers, a cocoon spun out of every breath she exhales, her face rough with words and dates, the photographs of strangers. Tonight, the streets all fold into one, their names meaningless, and here everything fits inside this hole I have carved in my chest, the space where I let the wind sound, the strange song that I carry with me, that says everything and nothing about who I am and who I forgot to be. It is because I'm an old timer now. Yeah. This April, the odometer turns over to a new decade, which I'm not looking forward to. But that is life. It happens. People may be confused about how old I really am, but the reality is... Thanks for the follow. The reality is that I am getting older. And so, with that comes the era of wearing reading glasses to read fine print and smaller print. Yep. Okay, so if you wanted to learn a little bit more about Babbage's Dream, where to find it in bookstores or online, you can check it out here. Other than that, it's been a great pleasure to be with you tonight and to push forward on our trek to finish up this challenge, which I really hope this is the run that finally finishes this challenge, and then I can come up with something else to do. But this is a thorn in my side. I swear I'm going to get this challenge beat one of these days. Okay, so let's figure out who we can go raid then. See who is still up. Who is still up? Slit Holmes. Well, a lot of people I don't know this time. Nebs them doom. Nems the McDoom. Go check out someone brand new who's trying a yeah, let's go support this guy. This guy is attempting a 500-day loper. So we are going to go check this guy out. And maybe cheer him up. Seems like he's just starting out with the streaming, and so I think, as we often do in TLD community, we take the opportunity to go and support newer streamers when we can, and show them some of the TLD love. So let's go over there and hang out. Be a positive force, right? Long Dark's a lonely place, but the community doesn't have to be. So let's go out there and hang out for a little bit, and I will unwind and get ready for sleep. But it's good to hang out with you all, and I hope to see you maybe tomorrow night when I'm back on again. Wishing you all the very best. Let's get this raid going.